Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The counter, it's Hall, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Murray now. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense for the Cards very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd down, Thompson Robinson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. There's Murray. He gets it underneath to Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Thompson Robinson now. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 3rd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Thompson Robinson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
56-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. To throw, it's Murray. There's the stiff arm. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Cardinals! Breece Hall. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Here we go. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. And Charles, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now we got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and actually tamps down the defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, They threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Take a chance with a throw there. I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9. The DTR going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown. Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Powering forward. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is DTR. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Option play, here's Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Now it's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hall again on 2nd down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20 with a strong run. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Thompson Robinson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson now. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. And they're run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Yeah, he'll find Hall. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Murray now running right on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So they get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Murray now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Murray. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Murray now on 1st down. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They'll give to Hall. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're going to get there without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Ball again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Browns on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Thompson Robinson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashard Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Thompson Robinson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. And And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running right on the option is Murray. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Cardinals, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we...